at the witch's fire and how it burns out, and I wanted to make some VR. I'm not sure if it will be interesting or if will have a lot of things to say, but during your videos some ideas have come, and the main idea was that our inner fire is nurtured by like a breathing, inspiration, exhale, and it's like it in our life. Sometimes there's full inspiration and the fire in our heart is burning really hard, and we are full of conviction, of faith, of hope, of belief. And sometimes there's like what you call the sacred pose, and all is in balance. We have accomplished something and we can live on what we have done, what we have created. And sometimes we are in the exhale, and it's like the fire is giving its force to the air, and it's just lower and lower, and sometimes we think it has died, and I think sometimes it's really a tiny spark, like the exhale is the long one. And for the inspiration to come, sometimes we need something outside to give the inspiration. Yeah, as you say, air is something outside of us, and for this I really feel it like this. Sometimes we just meet a book. For me it's just like the cover says, wow, buy me, and in it I find something that will just give the air, nourish the flame, and I be in a new witchy area, witchy moment in my life. Sometimes it's someone that you meet and that has, I don't know, things to give you, and it's all nourish you. Sometimes it's the nature around you that inspire you, and you say, okay, I just come home and take all my witchy things and I work a lot. And sometimes it's like the winter in your life, and as you said, asking yourself why you have worked so hard and sometimes too much, given too much to the world, and not taken enough for the time of the sacred pose and the time of the exhale. Sometimes you feel like you won't survive to it. Your spirituality won't survive to what you live. And I have been solitary since the beginning. I was really a person that didn't want to be in a group, to have a teacher. I wanted an absolute freedom about my belief, and I have met some people with whom I have shared, and it has always finished bad until maybe now that we have met, and I am in the seeker group, and our NINS group is really fantastic, and I think I am ready. It has been a long process through the 13 grandmothers and the Reiki for me to accept the fact that having roots, having older people, having a tradition and entering in it, it's not losing yourself, it's nourishing your fire. And in the secret group, the great thing for me now is that whenever I need. Every day I have some fresh air for my heart, even if I'm depressed, even if I'm in pain and discouraged, and even if I stay in my bed, I just can open my binder, put a video, just enter into my sacred world inside myself, and my spirituality is like a refugee, full of love and of care, and it nourishes this fire even if if it burns slow and low, really. It don't die, and it's, for me, it's the group power, because our group is in the respect and the non-invasiveness of air. I think maybe if it were blowing too hard, it will the fire, but it's not the case, and you are not this kind of teacher that love to kill the fire in other people, to feel more radiant in the darkness. And yes, so I feel that when you are lonely, it's more difficult to keep your flame alive, and even if you can just choose your time and choose what you will do, sometimes there's not enough self-love for doing what you have to do for you, and sometimes you need love from outside to help you. And yes, I really need it. Important to have personal practice and an outside practice when you can, and when you have found a great group. And then there's always this breathing thing, but not so deep. For me, it's not anymore so deep, in the low, like I have been able to have years without a real spiritual practice. Just put it aside because I had questions and no one to answer, and find no practice to help me. Now I have, before the seeker group, I had a little practice that I love every day, even at the hospital, even if I feel bad, like doing malas. The reindeer is now the mala keeper, doing malas every day, of prayers, of mantras. It's like something perfect for me. Just lighting candles and burning incense to remind me that there is something else, and that it's not because today I don't do something really engaging in it, that there's nothing else, and that there's not support and help and love for me in this world. In this magic world. I don't know what else to say. I hope it will interest you. I love you. I love you all, guys and girls. And see you soon.